Friends, so today I am going to deal with a very important topic of your class, the process of the making of Indian Constitution. Indian Constitution was formed by a group of persons which was known as the Constituent Assembly. Okay, it was known as the Constituent Assembly, which was established in 1946 and whose main task was to frame the constitution for India. Okay, there were 389 members in the Constituent Assembly, and the first meeting of Constituent Assembly took place on 9th December 1946. It was in this Constituent Assembly, it was on this day, this was the first day when the process of the making of Constitution was started. So the first meeting of Constituent Assembly was held on 9th December 1946. It was attended by 211 members only, and the oldest member was Dr. Sachidanand Sinha. He was elected as the temporary president of the Constituent Assembly. Temporary, not permanent. Okay. He was the oldest member, so he was elected as the temporary president of the Assembly, Constituent Assembly. So Dr. Sachidanand Sinha was the first president of the Constituent Assembly, though temporary. Then just after 2 days, on 11th December 1946, Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected by the members as the first permanent member of the Constituent Assembly. So Dr. Rajendra Prasad became the first permanent president of the Constituent Assembly. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, you know about him. He was also the first president of independent India. So the president of Constituent Assembly was now Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and there were two vice presidents of the Constituent Assembly. They were H.C. Mukherjee and V.T. Krishnamachari. You should know the name of both these two persons. They were the vice presidents who will work on in case of the absence of the president, who serve as the president of the Constituent Assembly in case of the absence of the president. So the Constituent Assembly was formed in 1946 to frame the Indian Constitution. It had how many members? It had 389 members, including the President. The first meeting was held on 9th December 1946. We had discussed. On 13th December, remember the date, on 13th December 1946, Jawaharlal Nehru, who was one of the members of Constituent Assembly, he moved द हिस्टोरिक ऑब्जेक्टिव रेजोल्यूशन. इन्होंने एक रेजोल्यूशन पास करवाया कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली से, जिसको बोलते हैं ऑब्जेक्टिव रेजोल्यूशन. दिस वाज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रेजोल्यूशन बिकॉज ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दिस रेजोल्यूशन दैट द फ्रेमिंग ऑफ इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन वाज मेड. इसी के आधार पे इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बना. क्या था ऑब्जेक्टिव रेजोल्यूशन में? सी इन दिस ऑब्जेक्टिव रेजोल्यूशन it was declared that India shall be a union of states which were part of British India and the princely state who are willing to be a part of India. India shall be independent, sovereign republic. Indian constitution shall guarantee social, economic and political justice to its citizens. All these are mentioned in the objective resolutions. Then more things are there. Indian citizens can expect equality of status of opportunity. Indian citizens shall have freedom of thought, expression, faith and worship. Indian constitution shall safeguard minority, backward and tribal. ये सारी चीज़ें ऑब्जेक्टिव रेवोल्यूशन में ये सारी बातें थी और जिसको बाद में इंक्लूड किया गया इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में. सो ऑब्जेक्टिव रेवोल्यूशन के बेसिस पे इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का निर्माण हुआ. एंड दिस ऑब्जेक्टिव रेवोल्यूशन वाज पास्ड बाय whom? दिस ऑब्जेक्टिव रेजोल्यूशन वाज पास्ड बाय Jawaharlal Nehru, who was the first Prime Minister of independent India. This objective resolution, which was introduced by Jawaharlal Nehru, was accepted and approved by the Constituent Assembly on 22nd January 1947. Then on 20th February 1947, that was very important date for India. the House of Commons, which is one of the House of British Parliament, declared that British would quit India after transferring power into the responsible hand not later than 3 June 1948. 3 जून 1948 तक इंग्लैंड इंडिया को आज़ाद कर देगा। ये घोषणा ब्रिटेन के एक हाउस ने किया जिसको हाउस ऑफ कॉमन कहते हैं। On 21st February 1947, Lord Mountbatten became the new Viceroy of India. He was the last British Viceroy of India, and Lord Mountbatten has made a plan for the future India, which was known as Mountbatten Plan. And according to this plan, India was partitioned into two countries, India and Pakistan, on 15th August 1947. And in July 1947, one more act was passed by the Britishers in India. That was the last act of the British government, which was known as the Independence of India Act 1947. We will discuss about this act in the later presentation. But you should know that this Independence of India Act 1947 made Constituent Assembly a sovereign body. इसी एक्ट ने Constituent Assembly जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बना रहा था उसको एक sovereign body बना दिया गया। ठीक है, अब Constituent Assembly अपनी मर्जी से संविधान बना सकता है। अब अंग्रेजों का कोई इंटरफेरेंस नहीं रहेगा क्योंकि इंडिया आज़ाद हो चुका है ना। तो अब Constituent Assembly अपने तरीके से कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बना सकता है। ओके, इट मेड Constituent Assembly a sovereign body. Now it does not work under the control of the British government, but later on we find that in the same year the membership of the Constituent Assembly was reduced to 299. 389 मेंबर थे ना, अब 299 मेंबर हो गया क्योंकि इंडिया का दो भाग हो चुका था, पाकिस्तान बन चुका था, बहुत सारे स्टेट पाकिस्तान में जा चुके थे, तो बहुत सारे मेंबर जो है वो पाकिस्तान के कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली के मेंबर बन गए। तो इंडिया का कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली का मेंबर घट के कितना हो गया? 299। Now, after independence, the Constituent Assembly got two objectives. अब ये दो काम रह गया Constituent Assembly का। पहला, to frame constitution, and second, legislative function. What is legislative function? See, now the Constituent Assembly will not only make a constitution for India, but it will also formulate law for the country. अब ये कानून भी बनाएगा। That is why Constituent Assembly is often called as the first Parliament of India. Okay. तो जब कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली, ध्यान दीजिएगा, जब कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बनाने का काम करेगा तो उस समय प्रेसिडेंट होंगे डॉक्टर राजेंद्र प्रसाद, और जब ये कानून बनाने का काम करेगा, देश के लिए लॉ बनाने का काम करेगा, तो उस समय कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली का प्रेसिडेंट होंगे जीवी मलवंकर। ही वाज वन ऑफ द प्रोमिनेंट नेशनलिस्ट एंड फ्रीडम फाइटर ऑफ इंडिया। ओके, तो व्हेन कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली मेक्स द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन फॉर इंडिया, है ना, at that time the president would be Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and when the Constituent Assembly perform legislative function, the function of formulating law for the country, okay, the president would be G.V. Malvankar. So now the Constituent Assembly, which is often considered to be the first parliament of India, got two functions: to frame constitution for India as well as to make law for the country. And these two functions of the Constituent Assembly continued till November 26, 1949. मतलब 1949, 26 नवंबर 1949 को फाइनली कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन का काम खत्म हो गया। मतलब कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को बना के इसको अडॉप्ट कर लिया गया। So, Constituent Assembly finally drafted the constitution, which was adopted on 26 November 1949. And apart from making the constitution, Constituent Assembly had also some more achievement. On 22nd July, see left side, on 22nd July 1947, our Constituent Assembly adopted Indian national flag. Then it also adopted national anthem and national song on January 24, 1950. Okay, then on 24th January 1950, our Constituent Assembly elected Dr. Rajendra Prasad as the first President of India. So, while making the Constitution of India, our constitution makers had gone through the constitution of 60 countries. 60 कंट्री, है ना, 60 देशों के कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को हम लोगों ने स्टडी किया। है ना। और जो अच्छी बातें थी उसमें, जो अच्छे पॉइंट्स थे, उसको हम लोगों ने अपने इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में इंक्लूड किया, इनकॉर्पोरेट किया। ओके, तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन मेकर हैड गॉन थ्रू द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ 60 कंट्रीज एंड द कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट असेंबली टुक 2 years 11 months and 18 days टू प्रिपेयर द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन। संविधान को बनाने में कितने साल लग गए? 2 साल 11 महीने और 18 दिन, लगभग 3 साल लग गए, है ना। और टोटल खर्च हुआ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बनाने में कितना? टोटल खर्च हुआ 60 लाख रुपए। उस समय 60 लाख काफ़ी ज़्यादा हुआ करते थे। 60 लाख रुपए लगे पूरे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन असेंबली को संविधान बनाने में, ठीक है। सो दैट्स ऑल अबाउट द मेकिंग ऑफ द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन। इन नेक्स्ट ऑफ द प्रेजेंटेशन वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट द फीचर्स ऑफ इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन and the role of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar in the making of Indian Constitution along with the preamble and amendment. Okay students, thank you.